Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, and in this tutorial I am going to give you the basic introduction to Python, and we are going to perform our first Python code. So without further ado, let's get into it. Python is a high level, interpreted, interactive and object oriented scripting language. It is designed to be highly readable. It uses English keywords frequently, whereas other languages use punctuation as it has fewer syntactical construction than the other languages. Python was developed by Guido van Rossum in the late 80s and early 90s at the National Research Institute for Mathematics and Computer Science in the Netherlands. It is derived from many other languages include ABC, Modular 3, C, C++, Smalltalk and Unix shell and other scripting languages. So you might ask why we have to learn the Python or why it is so popular. The first reason is Python is interpreted. It is processed at runtime by the interpreter. You do not need to compile your program before executing it. This is similar to Perl and PHP. The second reason is Python is interactive. You can actually sit at a Python prompt and interact with the interpreter directly to write your programs. The third one is it is a object-oriented language. Python supports object-oriented style or technique of programming that encapsulates code within the objects. And the most important is Python is a beginner's language. Python is a great language for the beginner level programmers and supports the development of wide range of applications from the simple text processing to the games. So these are the following Python features. First one is it is easy to learn. Python has a few keywords, simple structure and clearly defined syntax, which allows the student to pick up the language quickly. It is easy to read. Python code is more clearly defined and visible to the eyes. The third one is it is easy to maintain. Python source code is fairly easy to maintain. Next one is interactive mode. Python has a support for an interactive mode which allows interactive testing and debugging of the snippets of code. Python is portable. It can run on a wide variety of hardware platforms and has the same interface on all the platforms. Next one is it is extendable. You can add low-level modules to Python interpreter. These modules enable programmers to add or customize their tools more efficiently. The next one is databases. Python provides interfaces to all the major commercial databases. And the last but not least, Python is a scalable. Python provides a better structure and support for large programs than shell scripting. Also, there are so many other features such as it is a open source, embeddable, has a large standard library, GUI programming and it is a dynamically typed. I hope you got some idea regarding what is a Python, why we are using it and some basic features. And now it's time to type our first Python program and also execute it. For this, you have to install Python in your system. I have provided the step-by-step procedure of how to install Python in the description below. After installing the Python in your system, we will type our first Python program from the command line. For this, just open the command prompt from the start menu. This is the Windows command prompt. If we have to check which version of Python we have installed, just type Python version. After hitting enter, as you can see, we have installed 3.8.0 version of Python in our system. To type our first program, just type Python and press enter. Now we can type our first Python code. So our first program will be the most popular one, which is Hello World. In this example, we will print the Hello World. For this, we have to use the print function. The print function prints the specified message to the screen or the other standard output devices. So in this case, we are using the print function, so just type print. After that, we have to give the brackets, and in brackets, we have to use the double inverted comma in Python. So just give double inverted comma, and in those we will type our first Python code, which is hello world. After closing the bracket, just hit enter. Here you can see the output of our first program, which is hello world. We can also try some basic mathematical operations here. For this, we just have to type print, and we will try some basic addition. For this, just type, in this case we will add 3 plus 5 after hitting enter. So here, as you can see, the output, if we use the double inverted comma, instead of performing the mathematical operation, it will just print what is given inside the double inverted commas here. After hitting enter, it is just printing what is within the double inverted commas. I hope you got the clear understanding what is a Python, why we are using it, and some basic features of the Python. And also, we have typed our first Python code. I will cover all the topics in Python in the upcoming videos. So please subscribe to my channel and also ring the notification bell to get the latest updates.